Hi, my name is Liza Huget, and I am co-chair.
My name is MacIntyre. I am the co-chair.
My name is Sunghee Lapell.
I'm Kyla Wise.
Hello, I'm Richard Lett.
I'm Angela Moore.
My name is Sam Bob.
Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Boomer.
I'm Enid-Raye Adams, and I'm the chair of the UBCP ACTRA Mental Health and Addiction Committee.
2020 has been a dumpster fire.
When pandemic hit me hard, my first reaction was I could not breathe well.
Less than a year ago, I was diagnosed with PTSD, which is now called PTSI because it's a traumatic brain injury.
Now with the pandemic, for me, the challenge was to keep myself grounded.
I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I recently celebrated 11 years clean and sober.
And I am bipolar.
I have anxiety, which has been ramped up a lot in this pandemic.
Picture the worst case of stage fright you've ever experienced. Multiply it by 10, and imagine that's how you feel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
With the COVID pandemic and the death of George Floyd and sadly many others, it's been a really taxing year.
I'm 17 years sober and a survivor of residential school. I have been home for 2 weeks. I survived COVID-19. I was intubated and in a coma for 9 days. I lost a lot of muscle mass. You come out of there so dehydrated. I was lucky to be alive.
And it took a crisis for me to be able to finally do the thing that I wanted to do for years, and that's to do what I call come out of the mental health closet.
It's only been up until fairly recently that I've started finding real ways of coping with it, namely medication. And there is still a tremendous amount of stigma around medication for treating anxiety and depression, and I want to work towards ending that stigma.
Something that was really good was for me to really be mindful about the things that I was doing, how I was doing things. Taking time to walk in nature and really seeing the colors around me, being gentle with myself, sometimes just doing nothing and being okay with that.
And a big part of my recovery was I learned that I was an alcohol and drug addict, and I learned to quit drinking. Since January 18th, I've been sober, and that's been a massive part of my recovery, getting over all of my symptoms of anxiety and depression and everything to do with PTSI.
Many people within our industry and in our membership have or had struggled with this challenge to their mental wellness.
I miss seeing people in person. I miss collaborating on set. I miss feedback about my work.
And not having that connection to just to feel like an actor, just to feel like you're part of something.
A nation needs its arts. A nation needs its storytellers, its dancers, its painters, its poets. Our parables, our myths, our drama, our comedy. It just helps a lot, especially during these hard times. During a pandemic, people look to us. We give them some relief from the struggles of everyday life, and I think we should be proud of ourselves for that.
Now, one of the reasons that I was compelled to join this committee was that I worked for many years in the field of addictions and mental health, and I also have family members who've suffered depression, those sorts of things. So any time that I can help and serve, I am really excited about that.
Sitting on this committee has been something that has changed me on a cellular level.
Then I would go to a meeting and sit around the table with other committee members, and there was something about doing that work with them that really just lifted my spirits. I would go in feeling like I was dragging my butt, and I would leave feeling like $1 million.
When we had a committee meeting with people through Zoom, I felt completely safe and reconnect with the people who were there opened their arm wide and waiting for me patiently. And so my part was just open my arm to reconnect with my members.
One of the highlights has been able to connect with fellow members and really take all of our concern and turn it into action.
One of the first things we did as a committee was try to figure out what it is that we were supposed to be doing. So we managed to come up with 3 very strong words to identify what this committee was about. They were educate, advocate, and celebrate.
I'm proud of what our committee has achieved so far. We've created a list of resources available to our members and their families. We've lobbied AFBS to expand their mental health and addictions coverage, which is amazing.
Being able to talk when you want to talk about what you want to talk about and not being ashamed about that is essential.
I'm now back at work full-time, which is fantastic. And part of my recovery and return to work program was making this mind map of all these things that I learned to make me healthy again.
There's just so much to live for. And I think that's probably why we need our committee. Because mental health and addictions is isolation from the rest of your circle. And we need our circles.
I'm excited for the future.
Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you in this way. I can't tell you how much it has meant to me.
Thank you for all your help, and hopefully we can connect with you as well.
Together, there's hope.
And I just want to say, OCM, Hajka, everyone.
See you on the other side of this stuff.